you know, we have Mars conjuncting Neptune for the last time in 165 years. I got the wrong, I've been talking, babes, right now with Mars conjuncting Neptune, and let alone it's in Pisces, double whammy. The physical world is Mars, our even our fire under us, and it's like we can't even hardly light a fire right now. Really, you don't know fire until Mars gets into um, Aries on the 1st of May. And literally, it's like not even pulled out of wintertime yet because of Mars still being in Pisces. And we had the sun in Pisces that whole time, and the Mars ruled planets right now are just doing a little bit of a hibernation right now, and it's one of the most intense transformative times available for all of mankind in 165 years. It will never happen again. It's like this recalling, and that's why I'm piping up about the Jesus story. You know, it's like, come on, it's a story, but see, the reason why I glom onto it is because my mother, who she was love. She achieved love. She became love. She couldn't afford anything else but love. With her kind of condition coming down. And see, that's where I'm at now. It's not because I have a terminal illness, although yes, you do. You have a terminal illness, or kind of a terminal sentence. If you're in this life, yeah, you're bound to death, babe. If you can get that much, you might be able to avoid a lot of other diseases, because it's like, God, it's not worth having a bad experience anyway. I don't know. I don't want to have, the bad experience of, man, oh man, oh man, so many people are getting diseased and suffering with cancers. And you see, all of these diseases and cancers are healable. You can heal them. You can you can start by little, because it happens little by little too, eliminating the toxins that are causing it. And do not pollute the areas and places and sanctuaries that kind of don't have that in there. And it's, as you know, it's kind of tough out there right now. It's just, you can't find a place to escape it, but really you can create sanctuaries, even from the Gwen Towers and your cell phone radiation. You should never sleep with it by your head. You don't know that you're forming a, a, a relationship with that thing. It's a magnetic electrical field. It's doing trauma bond mind control. Yes, it is. It's hurting you at the same time as giving you a dopamine hit of things. It can make you feel dopamine for no reason at all. It's like, what? I predicted it. It's like, you know what? I didn't really think that post was very well, but it was just, oh, God. And it's because your phone is radiating, and it's testing, and it's monitoring you. This technology came out in the 40s. When World War II was happening. In that war, it was a stomping ground, an experimental laboratory for mind control, frequencies, how they were reading it, how to look at every emotion and see how it transmits, and even telepaths. They hired telepaths in Germany. Germany has got this down pat, and it's still in the house. It's just moved over here and perfecting its what they can do with it. Yep. In the rurals, what they do is they turn up. They already have it shrouded. Some friends have told me, it's like, no, I moved away and you can feel it. See, I feel it when I drive out of here. I don't want to talk more about that. Let alone that there's people up here. See, we are radiators too. There's some people up here that hate where they are. They've bought in houses and they've cut down all of their trees and they paved it with blacktop. I can see that. See, now I was trying to make an honest dollar by cutting weeds, and I was trying to set it up that like I can get 12 houses. See, they wait. God, I keep explaining this, and I should slow down and just explain it. That if they hired me instead of the people that come to do it $800 as a pop, the reason why it costs so much is because they wait for an entire year, and they're like, well, we got to do it because the fire department is coming, and it's like, no, you hire me to do it. I come like 4 times a year. I come 4 times a year, so. And I charge, well, I'm going to raise my price if I do it again, $35 an hour, because I do everything. I'll chop things down with gas. I use things that I need to buy. I'm going through gloves and strings and gas. And the thing is I'll work a lot faster. This is the thing is I'll work a lot faster and I'll ask for less hours because I'm making more. I just don't want to, it's just I don't want to bust my body up. But I don't really. I've learned how to work, be very efficient. If you watch me, you would learn how to do it. It's like, well, that's the way you do it. You don't leave piles around, blah blah blah. Anyway, see, my plan was it's just to say, hey, I'm a local. I've been here for so long. Let's make a deal. Help me out. I help you. See, when you have a clean yard 4 times a year, it's 4 times a year you have a clean. It's never really that dirty for that long, right? There's a time when it starts to shed in October, but it's easier on me to not do the massive $800 job. And if you look at it, when you keep it up like that, I will probably work not even 3 hours. So if you add it up 4 times that, if you add it up, my brother can do the math really quick. It's less than what the Mexicans are charging with all their equipment and all that, and they're charging $145 an hour, but they have like men in there or something, and they come in there and do 4 hours of work. Sometimes they don't do it right, and it's unquaint, and it's not helping the community if they don't live up here. Maybe they do, I don't know. And so, God, I went on that tangent. It has to do with the Mars has just got done squaring opposing my Venus, and Neptune has been opposing my Venus for a long time. It's been the most pathetic passage, and it's just like, wow. I'm trying to still see the silver linings when it comes to this. It's an opposition, so it can go both ways, and it's at my Venus, and I'm saying no. I'm pretty sure, though. I know what love is. I'm pretty sure. And I'm just looking at the silver lining. I'm seeing, see, there it is. Oh, but there it is. But there's black clouds. And I'm wearing rose-colored glasses. Just like if you read what Neptune afflicting Venus is, but particularly, babes, you have to find the opposition and get specific because it means it can go both ways. It's like, wait a minute, I'm the only one that sees love here? Oh, wow, what a hell. Whoop, beep, beep, woo. What is this, God? This is Neptune opposing you. I am God. And I'm not going to you don't let any narcissists on and all that. They're not doing the same thing that you're doing. Processing out your whatever it is that you have. What is it? With love, it's our self-value, what we value. And the sad thing that I have been able to see is how that now that we have Mars is going to be conjuncting Neptune in Pisces, and for everybody, we need to look at this. It's up on the table. It's up front. I mean, along with everything else, there's a power that be the monetary system, the uncreative people. Really, Tesla. I will find that article that Tesla, a very creative person, wrote. He didn't have a problem with money. Of course, everybody's throwing it at him, but really, no, he did have a problem with money because they stopped funding him. Money is there to fucking deprive creativity. Money is there to create a sense of scarcity. And that triad, say, in addition to men and women, which is over there now, they're saying that you have to operate like this, is black magic, making everybody feel in the state. It's everywhere. It's fucking spiritual possession. Glad I got that out of me. Oh, God. And so that's what we're learning with the Mars Neptune. I have not slept. And I look fine, don't I? It's because Jupiter is trining my Venus right now. See, a good friend of mine, if they were a good friend of mine and they heard me say, right now, if I played the lotto, I would win. First of all, they're a good friend of mine. They would know that I was right. Because one time I would look at them and say, oh, today? It's twice in 12 years that you get this aspect. Go play the lotto. You're guaranteed to win. Trust me. So she goes over and plays one ticket. She won $10. One ticket. And what does she do? She buys some vodka. And I'm like, hello, but please remember me. Like I just told you, you will win and you win. See, if you bet bigger, you win bigger. I don't want to play the lotto. I want a good job. I want a nice relationship with somebody. And when I have a nice relationship with somebody, I happen to believe that you go in business with each other. You support each other. See, I have an opportunity. See, money makes money. There's people living in a scarcity mindset that don't want to change for the better. Start buying just really low grade but real igneous and crystals and stuff. The igneous and the tourmaline, and these are the things that protect us from EMF waves. And you can make plates like little coin thin or thicker, any kind of size. You know, if you can imagine a bead about this big, or so you can really. I'm telling you the design, but you'll use these if you know how to sew them. Make helmets, make helmets with beautiful things that hang down. That are. This is the way they used to dress in another time where I don't think it was for fighting armory. No, you wore jewelry and crystals on you for a whole different reason than what people are doing today. It's just like a status. It's like, no, did you know that this is restoring your blood stream, the copper, and what else? You know, it helps your electromagnetic self. And so make vests. Make vests. I'm giving you a multi-millionaire $1 million idea. My great grandpa used to do this after a while. Just do it. Just see, you need a little money to start to get to, and hire some people who know how to sew. Learn how to sew yourself. Start making it. It would sell like hotcakes. I'm not kidding, because if you can make it like medieval beautiful garments, you can wear it under your clothing. You can advertise it like that, because that's what they used to do. They had armor, but when they took their armor off, there was beautiful, just like chain silver. Silver would be good if you can make it with that. But my idea is the just get scraps that are sold in places where they're always trying to sell their it's probably there in bulk, and then you just start cutting it up. Find the cutter. You have to spend a little money, and not much. Not much. For me, it wouldn't be much, and it would be fun to keep hiring women, help the women to in the office. I mean, in the building in which you do it. You start at home first. It's a real thing to me, just because I have blonde hair and I have been emotionally dysregulated. The truth is I'm not an unuseful person. The truth is all of this is high potential, and when you have the resources to work with it, then you can do it. But when you don't, see, I was trying to tell you, did you like the beginning? I did. How it keeps us in scarcity, and there's like beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can ever fathom anything else but your God, and no, don't sell anything. No, God, no, don't do that. That's not wise. Money says that no creative idea is wise. It wants you dead.